Can you tell me why it's taken so long for our own emergency services, who I saw this morning were deployed, to respond to the disaster, and why such high-level politicians, high-level politicians such as yourself, have taken so long to respond to this search?
Well, as you know, the American search and rescue services, according to them, covered an extensive area in the first instance. The weather then deteriorated very significantly. They've now, thankfully, resumed their search. The anguish of the families involved is just, I mean, it's almost impossible to imagine, not knowing what's happened to the loved ones, not knowing what's happened to these four men, and their absolute, desire to see the search continued and resumed as it now thankfully is. I mean, I think everybody in the country was, completely united in understanding that.
I think Charlie's point is why it took so long, though, for Britain to get involved.
Well, no, there were immediate attempts, of course, through diplomatic channels and through the government and so on, to make the case on behalf of the family that everybody would like to see the search and rescue operation resumed. I'm told that the British search and rescue specialists feel that the Americans did what one would expect of the search and rescue services in that situation, across such a vast area in the mid-Atlantic, in very difficult weather conditions. But what I can't tell you, Stuart, because I just simply don't know, is exactly at what point the initial searches were called off and what the weather conditions were at that particular time. But
Charlie, let's get you back in. Are you happy with what you've heard?
Yeah, I think what I really wanted to answer.
Are you a sailor? Are you a sailor, Charlie?
I'm not a sailor, actually, but I've sort of seen Andy sail sort of since a very young age.
Right.
So I've been down and watched him before, and he's a very sort of competent kind of guy. I just really wanted to know what sort of the high-level politicians, such as yourself, Mr. Clegg, have done to sort of ensure that this search was restarted as quickly as possible. Yeah. Well,
as you know, government ministers were immediately dispatched to speak to the search and rescue authorities in the United States. So there was absolutely no doubt at all in the minds of the decision makers on the other side of the Atlantic what this government felt on behalf of the families, who quite rightly are in a state of terrible anguish about these four missing men. We did, I think, what people rightly would expect of the government. There was ministerial involvement in that. I guess where I'm a little bit reticent is I just cannot, from a distance, second-guess the professional judgments of the search and rescue experts themselves, and that's the only bit, if you like, where I'm a little bit reluctant to cast judgment now without knowing precisely what decisions they have to make, often in very difficult circumstances.